Hello once again on Cowboys Insiders. If you didn't make subscribe, please make subscribe for more details and more breaking news in the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have officially secured one of the most reliable weapons in NFL in a move that signals a long-term confidence and strategic vision. Brandon Aubrey have finally agreed to move or agreed to significant contract extension that keeps him in Dallas for a foreseeable future. This deal is more than just a routine extension. It represents the Cowboys' commitment to a stability, precious and championship level special teams performances. Brandon Aubrey journeyed to his moment until he joined and extended a contract with a Dallas Cowboys have been nothing short of extraordinary. So, for Brandon Aubrey becoming one of the most accurate kicker in the NFL, Brandon Aubrey was actually a professional soccer player. After playing a college soccer at Notre Dame, he was drafted by Toronto Football Club in Major League Soccer, and his transition from a soccer to football seemed unlike at first, but it turned into one of the most remarkable career pivots in the modern sport. So after developing his kicking skills, as you know, Brandon Aubrey is the most kicker in the NFL, or the most about the most kickers in the NFL through Alternative Football League. Aubrey earned his opportunity with the Dallas Cowboys. So when Brandon Aubrey stepped onto the field, to the Dallas expectations were cautions, but he quickly turned that into a dominance. So during his rookie season, Aubrey set a multiple records, including a most consecutive made field goal to start a career, one of the highest field goal percentage in franchise history, consistent success from 15 yards, and near perfect extra point efficiency. He became an automatic scoring machine for a Dallas, a weapon head coach Mike Scott, who could trust in high pressure situation. Brandon Aubrey's abilities helped to remain calm in clutch moments and dramatically changed the Cowboys' late game and a strategy. Instead of forcing a risky fourth down attempt, Dallas could confidently take a point knowing Aubrey would deliver. So the Cowboys front office understood something important for Brandon Aubrey. Brandon Aubrey is due to his innate kicker and alert into the NFL, where a game are often decided by 3 points or fewer. Having a dependable kicker is critical. Aubrey consistently provided offensive security, playoff reliability, and long-range scoring flexibility, and locker room confidence. So, the owner Jerry Jones of the Dallas Cowboys has frequently emphasized the importance of our special teams in championship runs. With Aubrey's extension, Dallas ensured they won't have to worry about the kicking position to the Dallas Cowboys due to this extension of Brandon Aubrey in a Dallas Cowboy. The structure allowed the Cowboys to maintain a roster building flexibility while rewarding Aubrey for a narrowed performance. This is also very smart business move in the Dallas Cowboys. Rather than waiting for a market inflate a kicker's salaries, and Dallas acted early. So there is many effect on the Dallas Cowboys due to this extension of Brandon Aubrey's in a team. So the Dallas Cowboys are built to contend with a star players across the offense and defense, and the margin for the error in a playoff is a laser thin. Reliable kicker wins across playoff games, reduce offensive pressure, and changes an offensive strategy, and also forces an opponent respect field position. So in recent seasons a playoff games, NFL have repeatedly come down to let a field goal. Dallas now enter a future postseason battles knowing they have one of the most dependable legs in a football. The report from inside of the Cowboys organization described that Obley as a humble, disciplined and team-oriented teammate respect his work ethics and composure. A veteran players have praised his preparation routine and his mental focus, his consistency under pressure, his quiet leadership, and special teams coordinator. John Fels has also been instrumental in Obley's development, helping refine techniques and situation awareness. The psychological edge. There is an underrated psychological component to having a great kicker. So opposing team know that closing a midfield against Dallas now come with a consequence. Even extended drives are frequently end in points. That change offensive play calling and clock management. In a tight game, confidence is everything, and Obley provides that calm certainly in a crash match. So comparing Obley with another elite NFL kickers around the league, a net kicker such as there is another strong kicker in the NFL like Justin Tucker and Hudson Butker and Evan M. Parsons have proven that the position can directly impact championship outcomes. So Obley is rapidly entering that conversation. His combination of leg strength, accuracy, and composure suggests his extension could look like a bargain just a few years. The Cowboys are clearly thinking a long term. With a franchise pillar rooted in a quarterback defense and now a special teams, Dallas is creating a continuity, something that championship organization is prioritized. Rather than allowing uncertainty at the kicker, they have eliminated a question entirely. These moves send a message. The Cowboys are serious about winning now and sustaining a success. With his future secured, Obley can focus entirely on his performance and expect Dallas to continue learning on his long-range ability, especially on his pressure divisional games, prime time matchups, and playoff pushes and late game scenarios. The extension of Brandon Aubrey's remove distraction and reinforces stability heading into upcoming season. So the Brandon Aubrey's contract extension is not just a reward, it is a strategic investment. So the Dallas Cowboys understand that a championship are often decided by the smallest detail. In today's NFL, where 3 points can define a season to a team, by securing one of the league's most reliable kickers, Dallas have strengthened a critical pillar of its roster. The message is clear. The Cowboys trust Brandon Aubrey very well, and also the organization believes on Brandon Aubrey's future, and also the Dallas Cowboys, the future of an American team, a Dallas Cowboy. Before we go deep into the details, let's quickly touch on the transfer situation. This offseason has already been full of movement, players leaving, others arriving, the contract being extended, and a new talent being targeted in the NFL. The Cowboys front office, led by Agel Jones, has been carefully balancing between retaining a key star and bringing in a fresh talent to strengthen the roster. Now, let's break everything down in the details on the Dallas Cowboys on free agencies and NFL draft, which will start soon. The Dallas Cowboys entered in 2026 offseason with a clear priorities. Reinforce the roster, manage the salary cap challenges, and build a team capable of making a team playoff run. One of the biggest talking points has been contract situation for the star players like Dak Prescott and Amika Parsons. Prescott remained in the leader of the offense, and the franchise continued to build around him. While Amika Parsons is not just defensive cornerstone, but one of the most dominant defensive players in the entire league. In free agencies, the Cowboys have been strategic rather than aggressive. Instead of making a high-cost signings, they are focused on depth and value. This includes adding experienced players who can contribute immediately while not disrupting the team's long-term financial plans. The Cowboys understand that winning in the modern NFL is not just about a star power. It's about a depth, chemistry, and consistency in the game. Another important aspect has been reinforcing the offensive line. Protecting a Dak Prescott is a top priority, especially after season where injuries and pressure affected offensive rhythm. The front office has explored both free agencies and draft options to strengthen this unity. Similarly, the defensive side of the ball has been focused particularly in adding a support around Amika Parsons to ensure the defense remain one of the most fueled in a league. Now let's shift to NFL draft, which is one of the most exciting part of the offseason in the NFL. The Cowboys are entering the draft with several needs: offensive line and defensive line, and possibly